One girl in the group, oh, where's Sarah? Where did she go? And they just keep that shit to themselves.
I mean, it's possible. It is possible, but I will say her friends and sister ain't shit. They were like, oh, we had no idea she even went home with him. But, bitch, weren't y'all all staying at the same hotel? You didn't realize your sister just disappeared for 3 hours?
She went home for the night,
Yeah, all right.
I'm not going to light myself on fire, guys. Don't worry. Not today. But one guy might after his wife went on a girls' trip. And he's saying, is he messed up for not giving his wife a second chance? More than 4,000 people reacted to this Reddit post. This guy talking about his cheating wife who cheated on him on a girls' trip with another man. Mm-hmm. Sharing his story on the Reddit page, Am I Wrong? This man said he's 39 years old and his wife is 33. They've been together for 14 years, married for 10, and have a 7-year-old daughter. So they've been together for a while since they were very young.
He married her when she was 19.
No, they got together when they were 19.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, they married when she was 23. So
okay.
A little bit better.
A little bit better.
Yeah, but hey, she's reliving her 20s now because she hooked up with a guy who was 10 years younger than her on a girls' trip, and she wasn't even far away.
Yeah,
this woman was like 30 minutes from home and couldn't keep her vagina to herself. Oh my God. Yeah, the man said she's never done anything, to give him a cause for concern. Mm-hmm. And it's not like she was even going abroad. He said she was going like in half an hour away. They're over in the UK. She was with her sister and a few other girls. So she even had her family with her. That it didn't stop her, She called him up in the morning and, he didn't expect anything other than her just checking in. She had only been away one night of the 3-night trip. It took her one day.
Dang, the first night?
Yeah. She called him up, man. She was upset, man. She was really upset. She was crying and incoherent. And when he finally calmed her down, she told him that she had slept with someone else the night before.
No. The couple apparently flirted a little, danced together, and she thought that it was as far as it would go. But he supposedly just charmed her into a kiss.
Oh.
And that turned into a makeout. And that turned into her asking him to walk her back to her hotel.
Oh, my God.
Which turned into them having sex.
Shame.
That's messed up.
He went into some detail. He said that the man in question is supposedly 10 years younger than her. And she lied and told him that she was going through a divorce.
She spilled all the beans the next morning.
She says she doesn't know what came over her and she just wanted to see if she still had it, but got carried away.
Stella got her groove back, man.
This is crazy.
She got a little carried away. I mean, we've all danced with someone, kissed someone, made out, and cheated on our husband or wife, right? Like,
no. Don't put that on my jacket. The crazy part is she really gave this dude mad details. She was like, nothing was amiss. He wasn't pushy or weird. They actually had sex multiple times, and she would say they need to stop, and he would stop immediately. And then after a few minutes, she'd want him to carry on, and he would. He supposedly never even finished because of the stopping and starting. This supposedly went on for 3 hours, and she eventually said stop for good and asked him to leave, and he did.
Damn, that's even worse. 3 hours of
Exactly. 3 hours of sex, stopping and starting, having a break, getting a drink, turning the TV on, like changing the music. Like, what are we doing?
That's marathon sex. He was going for one night, getting pounded out by a 23-year-old off the dance floor. Damn, that's nuts.
But the worst, all right, so that's bad. But she went with her friends and her sister. No, none of her friends could stop this bitch from being a hoe for one night.
How are they gonna stop her? She's a grown-ass woman.
Nah, but she went back with this dude.
Yeah.
No, nobody told her, nah, we're going back with you. Nah, he can leave. Get his number. Like,
she got what she wanted.
I guess so.
I
guess so.
Yeah, it's nuts. He's asking, is he wrong for not giving her another chance, though? She apologized. She's begging him not to leave her. You know, she was offered marriage counseling, you know, never going out again, never drinking again, you know. He says, I've always been a one chance sort of guy. I just told her to go fuck herself and have been ignoring her. Now her friends and sister are calling me too. He says, I just want them all to leave me alone. I think he just needs to process this a little bit more. You know, he said his mom, you know, even said that he should think of his family and that his wife seems genuinely remorseful and don't try to hide anything. She came clean right away. You know, it's not like she had an affair. What do you think? Do you think that he's wrong for being closed off after this?
Yo, his mom told him that this is bad, but it's really the best case scenario.
What? Damn, this shit happens all the time.
Me and my mom not talking either. She said that shit to me.
Damn. Just wants to keep the family together, man.
Yo, I mean, listen, is that true? Yes, it is probably the best case scenario because she called him up crying her eyes out the next day. Like, clearly she immediately felt remorse for this. But the first night, like, it's just, I don't know. It's bad. I don't know.
I mean, they were together.
I don't think you should feel bad.
I mean, they were together since she was 19, right? They got married when she was 23, had a kid. I could see herself not having those experiences. And it sounds like to me she lived a pretty sheltered life and she just got carried away. I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to know how I would react in this sort of situation. But it sounds like I could imagine having that conversation and getting all those details. Troy, what did you think about this one?
I think he's justified. I would just say, like, you know, maybe give it some time. I feel like everyone on Reddit is just like, oh, divorce her, you know, all this stuff. It's like, all right, like, if this just happened, I think he should be justified. I think he should just, like, maybe just wait it out, give it, like, I know it's going to be tough, but, you know, let it sink in and figure out how to move forward. You know, think about your daughter and, you know, just try to go from there. Don't do anything, like, sudden. And I think that's what, like, his mom was trying to say in a unhealthy way where it's like, you know, think of your family. It's more so like, give it some time and really think about your next move instead of, like, being so sudden, because I'm sure he's still reeling from the pain. His wife did, you know, even though she did cheat, she did tell him the next day, which...
For real, she did it mad suddenly.
Yeah.
Why can't he?
That's true. That's true. But no, I would just say just wait. You know, I think you don't have to forgive her, but I don't think you should make any sudden decisions.
Yeah.
Man, the second that shit happened, I'm hitting the strippy. I'm hitting the strip club. Like, you got to get the boys together. Like, is taking it back to college? No.
Yeah.
No.
You go revenge cheat if this happens to you? Is that what you're saying?
Listen, I don't know what I would do, but if something like this happened, yeah, I would not be happy. I would not be in a good space.
Same.
I mean, it sounds like revenge cheating might be a good space. It might make you feel better.
Maybe it might make him feel better. Maybe it might make him feel worse.
Yeah, that's true. You never know.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about revenge cheating before. I'm never really into it. In this case, I don't know. It is a bit disturbing that it was so close to home. It was the first
30
night.
minutes from how do you even trust her again?
Yeah.
Because it would be different if it's like, oh, she went to some really nice resort, or she was like somewhere that wasn't 30 minutes away, and it wasn't the first night that you like had a drink. It just seemed like it was real easy for her.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
3 hours.
Yeah, I know he's recovering from the pain. I think she is too. Oh my God! Honestly, like,
Damn.
I don't know. I don't know what I would do, but shit happens. I think she fucked up. She should have kept that shit to herself. You know, it never happened. What happened on the girls' trip stays on the girls' trip. You fuck up, you eat it. You go to your own therapy. You hold your marriage together. You let that guilt eat you alive. But I do think marriage counseling is a good, you know, option for this. I think it's a must. You know, you got to try to save it, especially since they've been together for so long. You know, they haven't had any issues outside of this one mess up, and people are human. You know, she probably lived a sheltered life. She hasn't been used to partying. Saw some young dude that made her feel some type of way. You know, she, you know, had him had him for 3 hours. They had a lot of Gatorade, a lot of Powerade. She's like, oh, he was a gentleman. He wiped all the cum off of me.
No, he didn't finish. He didn't finish. Remember? He
Oh
didn't
yeah,
even
you're
finish.
right. Yo, how often do you think people are cheating on these girls' trips?
I don't know. I feel like it probably happens, but I don't know.
I think they be cheating all the time, yo.
You think?
100%, man. I think shit like this happens all the time. You know, it's just the one girl in the group, you know, oh, where's Sarah? Where did she go? And they just keep that shit to themselves.
I mean, it's possible. It is possible, but I will say her friends and sister ain't shit. They were like, oh, we had no idea she even went home with him. Bitch, weren't y'all all staying at the same hotel? You didn't realize your sister just disappeared for 3 hours?
She went home for the night, you know?
Yeah, all right.
They all had their own
She was
rooms.
hoeing for the night.
Damn, everyone. She should at least kept it to herself so she could enjoy the rest of the vacation. Like, why ruin it? You did it the first night. Tell them when you get home. Oh my God, I don't know.
He sent a long update too. We didn't even get to the update. I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
give me the update. I need to know.
He said, update. As for my mother, she still thinks I should forgive her. She loves her. She just wants everything to be okay. My daughter has no idea what is happening. I still have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm just still reeling. Somebody in the comments, they said it'll happen again and again and again if you just let it. Yeah, this is not great. It was a long update with basically no update.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully he works it out with her.
Hopefully.
I don't know. Troy, do you think people cheat on these girls' trips?
Yeah, I think people cheat probably more than they say, but less than we think. If that makes sense. Like I think like in our heads it's probably like, oh my God, they're doing it all the time, and then for them like we never do it, and I'm like, okay, I'm sure occasionally they slip up, and it's not as much as we think, but I think it definitely does happen.
I'd be exaggerating for content. I don't think, but I do think this stuff happens frequently. People are human. You out partying, you away from your responsibilities, you know, you're out drinking. Not that that's an excuse, but hey, we've all been drunk and, you know, made dumb decisions. It does impact your decision making, but hey, you know, clearly she, you know.
That's why it's important. You got to know who your girl's friends are.
Oh,
if she got bad friends, if she got, and I'm not talking about appearance wise, I'm talking about like character wise.
Talking about like hoe friends?
Yeah, if she got hoe friends, then what are the chances you got the one good girl out of that whole friend group? Like that's tough. That's real tough. You got to have a lot of faith.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, you got to. I think that's important. You know, whoever I'm dating, I would want to get to know their friends, get along with their friends.
Yeah.
I'm not super hyper aware of what people be doing, character wise, but yeah, you never know. You never know. I think guys go on guys trips, and be doing things. But not as much as women, though.
Definitely not. Definitely not. There's no way.
I'm just kidding. I mean, come on. They're the ones with the fucking penis straws when they have their bachelorette parties.
Exactly.
Like,
They be
so
violating,
terrible.
acting crazy.
That stuff is so goofy. Girls are goofy.
Girls are nasty. Nasty girls.
They're funny, yo.
Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Spotify. Follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
All the apps. We're everywhere. We are everywhere.